trip that includes Denver and Golden State. Our Southwest starting lineups. Anthony Davis is in the starting lineup. They've got two former
Tyreke Evans, and he seems to play better when Sabonis is on the floor.
And so Anthony Davis and Kyle O'Quinn jumping up, and the Pacers have it. Big crowd here on this Friday night. As
he really is a scoring guard. He's a guy that they just put on the floor at a play point guard as that pass is taken there by Randall. And the foul, taken by Davis.
Lakers. Davis is out there though now. That ball is tipped away, and here comes New Orleans. They got off to a great start early in the year to win, and they have a chance to lead 5 when it's oftentimes tough to come back after the All-Star break where you've been off, and now they force the turnover, and the Pacers get the dunk.
What you got to do is evaluate the guys that are on the floor and do the job that as best as he can. Get great support from the leadership of the Pelicans.
Now the Pelicans.
Oh no, he set that screen. There you go, timeout. I can see that.
Highly effective. Had a double-double in Orlando earlier in the year. Now Collison uses the screen, and Thad Young dials three.
You had to be ready to take the shot.
And that would have tied it, rebounded by Davis. You were wondering on that slide as Kenrich Williams hits the three. Williams got his first NBA start against the Pacers a couple of weeks ago. And now wide open is Bogdanovich, and his three is perfect.
Really good patience is going to be open.
Now here's Anthony Davis having a big year, 28 points and 13 rebounds. The last time he was in...
Things needed to be done during the year is you've got to be able to get to the rim because you're going to get challenged. That one in.
And New Orleans has its largest lead. It's 8. Pacers have yet to leave, and that is Davis, the second leading shot blocker in the NBA behind Miles Turner. And now Williams for 3, and it's a double.
I hope folks didn't come in thinking that there was going to be some kind of easy game, but that in fact is not the case.
And here's Williams, gets to the basket again. It's swiped out of there by Young. Let's go to their bench. Quinn mentioned Stanley Johnson. That's Okafor. Drives on Sabonis double team. Got away, but Davis lays it in.
They don't feel like they have anything to lose.
Joseph has it. Knocked away. Here is Young. And he gets to the rim and scores.
This is one of the challenges when you play against a team that has little to lose. I mean, they make shots like that's a shot you normally wouldn't see them make, Chris. A quick pick and roll.
Evans is 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Inside now to Sabonis. And now McDermott. 4-3, got it.
Yeah, but the quick.
Pelicans have the ball to open the second quarter. Johnson to a cutting Julius Randle, and that's in. And again, Randle lost it again. Picked up by McDermott. Lost it. Randle got it back, and that's knocked away.
Yeah. Tyreke Evans got his hands on it. Evans really attacking. He is really attacking. So it's a bonus on the.
Check Diallo, 6'9", third year out of Kansas. That nearly went into the seats, and Randall for another 3.
Now you see you can put it on the floor. Because they're starting to feel good about their rhythm.
61% from the
quick
field.
take there. Yeah, good quick take. He'd line up well against.
Evans gets around Okafor and lays it in.
Well, he looks fresh.
He does. And the Pacers beat him off the bench. Jackson to the rim, underneath the basket.
Backside, Young did not see it.
And now Payton, not known for his outside shooting, but like everybody else, 4.5% on the year. Joseph in the corner for 3. That's kept alive by Sabonis. And the second chance
points and 14 rebounds really paved the way for this NBA career.
And not only that, that's the only place he got a scholarship offered. I mean, nobody even offered him one, and he.
Pacers shooting just 42%, 61% for this Pelicans crew. And now Young for his second 3. Long rebound out to Collison.
So should get it back.
Matthews.
That's huge. From a psychological, we're starting to wonder if anybody could get something to go, get a shot to go in.
Now Holiday matches the 3 from West. They're hoping to turn the tables on New Orleans like the Pelicans did a year ago. Jackson. He's guarding Bogdanovich.
Then you got to get him in. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you got to
get it though.
And Holiday, air ball. Diallo the rebound, put it in.
Because it's not to be gotten in the first half. Very good play there. Smart play. Give some momentum going in at halftime. This game. Just keep the ball moving because New Orleans will fall asleep. And you just have to be prepared to be solid and take advantage of it.
Matthews, a step back three. And Holiday picked his pocket and will go coast to coast and lay it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, he just can play on both sides.
And now Matthews.
Did it back. Yeah, that's big.
He's made 4 of them from three-point range, and now the Pacers off and running. Collison for 3, and the Pacers have cut it.
That was a foul.
Now Payton, wild pass, but look who's there. It's Anthony Davis.
Remember what I said earlier? New Orleans lucky enough to come up with it.
And Elfrid Payton gets his 4th assist. Davis has 12. Here is a 3, and he banks it in. Enticing for him to come and be a part of this playoff push as the Pacers have the 3rd best record in the East. And Matthews!
Yes!
5 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. And that's no good. Davis, though, got the rebound and waits and puts it in. It's a 6 good. Pacers have it with O'Quinn.
It was the 2nd challenge. The 1st challenge by McDermott. You like seeing that kind of stuff.
Day with that left hip bruise suffered Wednesday in practice. Moore on the baseline, little teardrop.
That's another one of those confident shots.
11-3, they have outscored Indiana after the Pacers took their only lead. Sabonis with a left is out there. Saw him briefly in the first half. Now McDermott.
Let it go.
Got it, and a chance for a 4. Randall made a couple of threes back in the first half. And now a step back 18-footer by Evans, and the Pacers lead.
They were up big.
Yes.
It's a different shot. You got to make it.
Etuan Moore left that off the rim and 4, but the Pacers trying to take the lead after 3.
Let it go.
Evans.
He shot it like that yesterday in practice, getting out there.
Okafor blocked by Leaf, taken by Sabonis.
Nice team defense. How about that pass?
Bogdanovich.
There by Evans. How about the pass?
It's the Pacers and the Timberwolves here as a busy stretch and put in by Payton.
It's in the first half. Pacers have done a really solid job.
9 of 23 from the field was New Orleans in the 3rd quarter. Evans again for 3.
And we're making shots. That's the way guys are. When you're making shots, it's easy to take some you don't normally make.
And Bogdanovich has 14. 112-98. Indiana. The one thing you can do, and Nate McMillan to the basket, but flipped it up no good. They brought Evans in for Bogdanovich as Payton to the basket banks it in. It's a 9, make it a 6 or 7 point game. A show and go by Payton is good.
He wasn't in mind. That ball had no chance.
Now Young backs his way in against Williams, and Young got to the basket, tipped up and in by O'Quinn.
Collison on that.
This game turned in the 3rd quarter. Wesley Matthews with 15 points, hitting 4 threes, and that's another basket.
Came out with a lot of fire. I mean, we watched him in practice over the break here. Come back pretty strong, and Sabonis is able to get a block.
A 20-point first half deficit, and they've got a double-figure lead that is 15.
Why this is feathery?
It is feathery. And a crowd of almost 17,000 on this Friday night. They won't see this team until next Thursday. Wesley Matthews said in the win against Charlotte when he hit 2 big threes, he could feel the state of Indiana behind him. I think he had the state of Indiana behind him tonight as the Pacers rally. First time they win a game by 10 or more points after trailing by 20 points since December 14th of 2015. And they did that on the road in Toronto tonight. They do it in front of the home crowd.
My friend, that's why we grow basketball here.
That's right.